We're back to the Mind and Money podcast. I'm Val, a financial planner.
And I'm Sherry, a financial coach. And today we are jumping back on answering the question, am I the asshole? And this one is an addition related to the holidays, which have just recently passed. So what's the scenario today, Val?
So I am condensing this right down, but there was a social group with 40 people in it. Sounds very organized, this white elephant. But they had a gift exchange, or the white elephant game, where there was two different price tiers. So 25 to 50 and then 75 to 100. And you could choose which one you wanted to participate in. Most people participated in the lower one, as I would have as well. And of course, when you participate in the higher one, you assume that the gift that you're going to receive is also in that higher bracket, right? But a friend in this group participated in the higher one, but put in a lower value hot chocolate set.
That's such a shitty gift if you're in the 75 to 100 range.
I know. So,
okay, who was asking the am I the asshole?
It was how they handled it, I think. But the person that pulled that gift, right? Because they opened it, like beautifully wrapped, open it, and it's a hot chocolate set. So they're disappointed. So it's that feeling of, yeah, I should just be grateful. It's a thought that counts. But there was very clear parameters around this game. And she received a brand new Keurig.
Oh, so he knows who it is too.
Yeah. Yeah, they knew by the reaction, I think, around the room, because everyone was kind of like, oh, and then she was embarrassed. And she was encouraged to go into the other pool because they knew she was having a tough time, like a tough chapter financially. So I've never been in a white elephant where it's been two different levels like that. That's not really, I don't know.
If I can avoid any type of gift exchange like that, I am going to avoid it.
We did one this year with family, and it was thrift or regift, and it was $20.
And I think it's different if you do it with family.
Yes.
Because if you do it with family, the thought is then I'm getting one gift for this gift exchange versus getting 7 gifts to get one for everybody.
Heck yeah. Yeah.
But it just like, you're going to get something that is generic. Because, okay, so in this, I'm not like the white elephant. Is this just like a regular gift exchange? Like I pull a name and I get a gift for Joe, or is it like where they playing a game and doing
it's more of a game. The way that we played it anyways is that you bring the gift, you put it in, and like we did a deck of cards, and then you can steal.
Okay.
Right? So it's not buying for someone, it's buying very generally.
Yeah. So it's going to be crap that you don't need that's just going to add clutter to your house. So I'm going to avoid it at all costs. But like when you're doing it with family, and it's pulling a name and I'm getting a specific person a gift and it's somebody I know,
you can buy it intentionally, right? We did both, but yes, typically those gift exchange, to your point, it's something that you don't need unless you can get it general enough, like a gift card or whatever. It was fun, the thrifter gift, because it was awesome to see what people came through with. But in this Am I the Asshole one, that would be
totally a fucking asshole. They had to have known, right? So there had to be some intentional decision. Say, I'm going to go for the higher price tag one.
Okay, yes.
And then, if something happened, because it's not I'm getting a specific person a gift. If something happened and she went, you know what? Shit. I cannot afford $75 to $100 right now. I'm going to get a $25 to $50 gift. And then you get there and you're just like, nope, I'm changing pools versus like, it's like, okay, how did it happen that she got to that gift?
It makes me very curious to know her psychological thought process, to be like, was it just to get a better gift and you didn't think people would see that? Or
was it around shame that, you know what, I don't want people to know that I couldn't afford to get a $75 to $100 gift. But then it's like,
but then now they definitely know.
But it's going to come out.
Yes.
Like it wasn't a gift that's like, it's a little cryptic maybe.
Right.
It was more
right. You're
expensive.
like, well, maybe 60 on that one, but sure, we'll round up.
So it's like, yeah, I do have some like kindness towards this person, but there were outs.
Yes.
For her so that she didn't end up leaving somebody feeling, you know what, I spent $100 and got a hot chocolate.
Yeah. Yeah, that like burned feeling of like, what the frig? Especially when there was such rules set. Follow them. It wasn't mandatory. You didn't have to play the game at all.
I also wonder what freaking friend group of that size is that organized.
I'm so curious.
The same place at the same time.
He also, like, it was referred to as a social group. So I'm like, maybe it's not just friends, but I don't know what else.
I don't want that many friends.
That would overwhelm me, I think.
I don't want that many acquaintances.
I guess it could be a club, right? I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm just trying to make an example of what it could be, or like a team. But anyways, that like, so then to talk about if it was that shame, ain't no shame. I don't know how else to say that.
Yeah.
Don't play the game. Like, and that will translate well to another episode that we're going to do on FOMO and when your priority isn't in the spending of something, or you don't have the funds to spend for something, but you do it anyways because you feel like you almost have to, right? Like that feeling of, if I don't, they'll know, and that shame that comes up. But that shame monster, how do we deal with that in those situations?
Well, I think it would have been highlighted less if she had just, intentionally stepped down to the group. Honestly, I don't know if there was some crazy spreadsheet person organizing this that would have known, like, hey, Susie, you're supposed to be over here. And then she would have had to been highlighted in front of the group. No, I'm choosing to step down. But chances are she could just go over to the other
totally,
and participate in that with it being very low key. Maybe nobody even noticed versus the level of notice that she got. The way things shook out.
And when something goes like that, and from that event, there's going to be a handful of people that's their strongest memory from it, which is not ideal.
And then then that just creates the shame spiral on her part because so it's just there was other ways to handle this, and it just left a lot of people feeling like they got burned. The person who was the giver, but the person who was the receiver of the lower cost gift. And it's probably going to mean that, maybe she doesn't go back next time. She pulls away from the group. And
it leaves that icky feeling. And I've had this with different experiences in life. When you set a budget, I'm like, okay, that's our budget. And I'll go over, but not like crazy over. But have you ever done that? And then the gift exchange, like the receiving gift is way over, and you're like, that's not what we agreed on. And then
in a few instances, but it's always that it was on super sale. Maybe they got a really good deal. You don't necessarily know. I've never been the receiver of it, but been in some gift exchanges where like, the limit was $50, and that's not giving the vibe of a $50 gift. I think I love gift exchanges when it's in lieu of, getting 7 people a gift and you're drawing names and you can personalize it with people but just a random white elephant or work gift exchange. Hell no. No.
Yeah. I only really loved it because it was the thrift or regift, and that was fun, but to just do it random.
Yeah, I love the idea of thrift or regift because then you can, there's a lot of fun opportunities and stories there. But I just think if we can minimize the gifts we're giving in general among friends, family, loved ones, my husband's family, I love what we do. Because we're not the easiest people to buy for, because we're all grateful to be in positions of like, you know what, if we really want something, we're going to go and get it. So we started, I don't remember how many years ago, it was quite a few years ago, going shopping together to purchase gifts on a list from a family in need.
Yes.
And the time spent together doing that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Is so nice because we're busy. We don't have time to spend together a lot. But then it's also, you're not then having to figure out what this person wants or needs. And you're really having an impact on somebody's Christmas. And it just it fills my cup up so much more than buying a gift for a specific person or specific people. And it's just, and then it reduces we usually went out a month before so that the person could have it and plan to do what they needed to do and wrap everything. And then it relieves some pressure from December, which there's enough pressure in December. So figure out ways that if you feel like this among your family or friend group, figure out ways that you can either just agree to not gift or pay it forward to somebody who is more in need. So,
and don't hesitate to be the person that brings it up. There's so many people that I talk to that are buying for everyone. And I'm like, I bet the rest of your family or someone else in your family is also going, this is a lot. Suggest drawing names, because there's so many in my family. There's a lot of kids born in December. We only gift for birthdays and there's a budget to it. We don't gift at Christmas because there's so much already happening. So
figure out how you can reduce the number of gifts you have to buy. Like my husband and I, we don't buy for each other. We have nieces, and we take, my husband has 4 nieces. We take them shopping. We try and do it together. And so it's like, everybody's, are you ready for Christmas? I'm like, I basically don't have to do anything gift wise. And it's just, you see all the hustle and bustle of December and people out shopping and stressed
about grabbing stuff for no reason.
I'm good.
Yes. So we're going to have another episode on gifting specifically, which will be closer to Feb 14th when it releases. But stay tuned for that one as well. Thank you for listening.
We will see you next time on the Mind and Money podcast. Have a great day.